So if you're trading every single day, you're probably doing more harm than good. I used to trade every single day thinking more screen time equals more profits, which in theory you'd think would make sense because I've said it many times, trading is a skill and you need to treat it like a skill. You see, something that most of you guys fail to understand is trading, though it is a skill, it doesn't work the same like other skills. For example, playing a video game or getting better at sports like basketball. In something like video games or basketball, yes, the more hours you put into the game or on the court, it will correlate to your performance and how much better you would become at that certain activity. And though the concept is the same because they're both skills, trading as well as the other two that I just mentioned, it's very different because in trading, the more hours you spend trading, it doesn't correlate to how much better you become at trading or the amount of profits that you make in trading. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why trading every single day isn't probably doing you any good, but instead it's probably just wrecking your psychology and also your account, to be honest. And once I stopped, it completely changed my life. So I encourage you guys, stick to the end of this video and go through each point so you understand why it is that it will take you from blowing your account size to actually becoming a profitable trader. So I'm going to be talking about 3 points in this video. I'm going to be talking about the problem with trading every single day, what I noticed when I stopped trading every single day, and what I instead do now. So what is the problem with trading every single day? Well, firstly, you fall into something I like to call a dopamine loop, where you're constantly in a state of FOMO because your brain will get so used to always needing to be in a trade, which isn't good because the market isn't always providing you with good trades. Most trades when it comes to trading is mediocre, let alone A+ setups. So you having this mindset where I need to be taking a trade every single day, even when the market is at best giving me a moderately good trade, then you're just ruining it for yourself, to be honest. And because A+ setups are rare, you're probably going to be taking more losses than you want to. And it's also going to be basically gambling, to be honest, which means you're just going to ruin your psychology and your trading journey is going to come to an end much quicker. And because half the trades that you didn't take weren't A+ setups and they were just, I'm going to call it gambling, to be honest, then you're just going to start revenge trading and then just taking a bunch of trades that doesn't even stick to your strategy. So then that also means that your journal is invalid because half the trades on your journal weren't even anywhere near what your strategy is. So it's just all gone to shit, basically, because I know I just yapped a whole bunch. In summary, you trading every single day when we know that the market doesn't provide A setups every single day will cause you to take trades that don't even follow your strategy, which I would call gambling, which then means your journal is invalid because it's not listing trades that actually follow your strategy. So then you don't even know if your strategy works. And then it's just a big loop of absolute shit. So what did I notice when I stopped taking trades every single day? Firstly, I had more clarity. I wasn't rushing myself to get into a trade. So any setup that I saw, I'd make sure it follows my strategy and that it is an A+ setup. And honestly, it just gives you more confirmation in the trades that you take. Because when you wait for price to actually move into a zone that you're extremely confident in, and you're not, oh, let me just trade it up to the zone, see if it goes there, or trade it down to the zone. Just wait. Wait for it to actually enter the POI that you want to trade from, and then take a trade from there. It might take a few hours, or it might take a few days, but just wait. Wait for it to go into your POI and watch your P&L absolutely skyrocket. Secondly, I had much less stress because I knew that I didn't have to take a trade every single day. It gave me a sense of relief and relaxation. I didn't feel the need to force a trade out of the market. I just stuck to my strategy, waited for price to enter one of the zones, and then I'd confidently take a trade from there. Because when you force yourself to take a trade every single day, even if the market doesn't provide you with the confluences that you need to actually take a trade, you become blind to the market and you basically start creating zones that don't even exist just so you can take a trade that day. And sure, let's say you got lucky and it played out and then you journal it. But then in that journal, that journal trade didn't directly follow your strategy, which means the journal is also invalid, which means you're tracking something that doesn't even make sense to your strategy. And then it's all gone to shit. Lastly, even though I've mentioned a bunch, is better journaling. You would have a time between when you take a trade to when your next trade is. So you have more time to look at the trade you've taken, analyze it, deep it basically, so that in your next trade, you're even more confident. Whereas if you're taking a trade every single day, then you probably would just look at all your trades at the end of the week. And then if you do that, you know like half of them aren't even valid trades anyway, so you're studying trades that don't even follow your plan. Plus, studying 5 trades in one day, unless you have like the whole day on your hands, is not very optimal. And think about it, the best traders in the whole world only take about, I think it's like 4 or 5 trades in a whole month. So why the hell, if the best traders in the world are taking 4 to 5 trades a month, why the hell are you taking anything more than that? And you're probably thinking, oh, but they have a huge account size and I have a small account size. So to make the same amount of money as them, I don't take more trades. But in trading, it's not about the money. And we know this. They're making a large sum of money because of their account size. You're not making a large amount of money because of your account size. However, profits is not what's going to get you to a multi-million-dollar trader. If you take 100 trades in a month, the chances of you blowing that account is insane. Versus if you just take 4 high-quality setups in a month, the progress you'll make is way more exponential. Plus, something like that is what's going to get you that funded account. It's going to get you past the evaluation on the funded account, which then you can use to build your own account size to eventually get to the point where this really good trader is who's only taking 4 or 5 trades a month and he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. So what should you be doing instead? Quick break. Before we go into the last section, I just want to let you guys know of my one-on-one coaching program where I basically hold your hand and take you from a complete newbie to someone who can get funded in trading. And plus, I don't only do that, I also take you on a complete self-improvement journey because I'm a strong, firm believer that you can't just become a profitable trader when your life's not in order. In order to become a profitable trader, you must also have a life dedicated to self-improvement. So if that sounds interesting and you want to apply to work with me, first link in the description down below, just fill out that form. Okay, now the last part, what I instead do now. So what I do now is, yes, I'm on the charts every single day or 5 days out of 7, and I'm looking for entries. However, I'm not forcing myself to take a trade on that day. I'm just watching the markets, waiting for a setup that matches my strategy. And to be honest, I think based on my strategy, I find 2 trades a week, 1 trade a week, somewhere around that. Mate, sometimes with this economic condition, I'm doing like 1 trade every like 2 weeks, to be honest with you. And also, I'm not glued to my charts. I'm on my charts for maximum an hour, sometimes 2 hours. But I just have my alerts set. Just set up your alerts. If you're so scared of missing trades, just set up your alerts. It's a feature and it works wonderfully, to be honest. Just set up your alerts. Once your alert goes off, hop back on the charts. Well, obviously, if it's still within your time session that you're trading, if it's within that time session that you're trading and your alert goes off, then find your entry model and take a trade then. Something that you can also do, I personally don't do this, but something that you can do if it matches your strategy is a pre-market open analysis. That will save you so much time. Because if your pre-market analysis doesn't match your strategy, then you know that you don't even have to look at the charts that day because it's probably not going to have the setup that you're looking for because of your pre-chart analysis. So what am I doing on the days that I'm not taking trades? I'm probably just looking at my previous trades in my journal. Or something you can do is backtesting. I personally don't backtest. I don't think it helps me whatsoever. I think the only thing that helps me is a live market. I don't think backtesting helps me. I don't take it seriously, so I don't backtest personally. I probably just watch a few educational videos. I'll talk to some of my trader friends, or I'll talk on some trading Discord. Most of the time, my trading Discord. If you also want to join that, it's free. Probably the second link in the description or like the fourth link in the description, you'll see it. It's there. Join. It's completely free. I post signals and news, and there's a bunch of other people there that you can talk to. But yeah, that's probably what I'm doing when a trading day does not present me with my strategy. So if you've been glued to the charts every single day, try taking a step back. You might find that less really is more. Also, once again, if you do want to apply to work with me, first link in the description down below. If you want to join my free Discord, also a link in the description down below. And also go check out my social medias, also link in the description down below. But other than that, drop a comment on what video I should make next. I'm always open to any suggestions, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.